Hi, my loves. Welcome. This is going to be a really fast reading. I'm just going to throw one out there. I hope everyone is doing so good. I miss you guys. I miss you guys so much. I will come back soon, I promise. It's just, there's just a little bit more time. I keep feeling that very soon energy, but I don't know. Just in case anybody forgot, I usually take some time off around my birthday, so this is totally in line with me. I don't know if anybody, because I've been getting messages of people that are a little worried, and I totally appreciate you guys, my love, and I get it. I do that sometimes. I'm a Virgo moon, so I very much do hermit whenever I'm just like, all right, let's bye. I have that, but I am a Leo sun, so you'll see me. You'll see me again every now and then. I'll come back out. So I will be back soon, I promise. There's just, I'm still doing personal readings, just FYI, but I am pretty booked right now. Like, as soon as because I did take an actual break, and then as soon as I was done with the actual break, like, so I'm booked out 7 to 9 days right now, just FYI. If you are going to book with me, be a little patient. It's totally cool if you can't, I get it. But yeah, just letting you all know. What else? I think that was everything. All right, let's jump in. Oh, my loves. As soon as I went into your energy, my throat chakra started acting up so bad. It felt like just like a knot in the throat. It just felt like it was just there. All right, let's tap into that. Let's see what's going on. There's a part of you, I feel like the universe is forcing you into your own personal, the Hangman. I have the Fool, the King, the Hangman, the King of Wands. Sorry, this card keeps pulling me in. The King of Wands, Temperance, the Empress, and the Death card. And I feel like, oh my God, my love, it's what it reminds me of. It's kind of like that process. My love, what it reminds me a lot is like when you lose someone that is very close to you, and that process, that in between space, from the day you bury them or cremate them and get them back, like that space in between from the time that you find out to the time that you see them again in some way, just to say goodbye type of energy. And that's I totally get the knot in the throat now. That's what it feels like. It kind of feels, and it might even be to some of you, it might be to your past selves. Maybe there's certain situations that are representing themselves just so that you can see that that is not you anymore. This isn't who you are anymore. And I feel like being able to fully accept that and embrace it, not just because it's a big step. Whatever you're doing, some of you it's in career, others it's in relationships. Some of you are actually waiting for the goodbye, or maybe you're about to say goodbye. There's just a lot happening for all of you. I feel like it's because it's a very strong, whatever this is, it's something you cared about so deeply. Like you genuinely you cared about it a lot. You fought so hard for it too. I can feel it. You fought really hard for it. And you thought that at some point, with all the fighting, because normally if you fight this hard, you will get it back. That's normally how it goes for you, right? You're just like, I just have to keep going. I just have to keep fighting for it. And I know I'll get it again. Some of you need to tap yourselves. It's not, you have to tap your body. You have to like shake your body up a little bit. If you're not going to be doing cardio, if you're not going to be working out, if you're not going to be doing anything to get the blood flowing and moving, you have to do something yourself. Even if you're sitting down, move something. Move your arm, move it up and down. Even if you're like, literally, there's no more excuses, my love. I'm sorry, there just isn't. So if you're not going to be active in your personal life, if you're not going to force yourself to go to the gym, to go somewhere, like, put on a song and dance. Put on some music. I promise you, dancing is one of the best workouts too. Go on a walk. Go on a short walk, and I promise you, like, the more that you test yourself, give yourself short little things that you can be. I'm just going to walk around the block. And I promise you that while you're out, you're going to be like, I'm just going to do 2 blocks. I'm just going to do 3. I'm just going to do 4. And eventually you're going to be walking a lot more. That's the way that it happens. That's with everything, my love. You're going to have that resistance at first, and then you're going to say yes. And then it's just going to continue to, oh, this isn't so bad. We want to look at we're so afraid of everything. Like, why, where's that fear coming from? My love, I think it's your soul is screaming at you to practice your free will, because it feels like the only times that you felt like you were okay to try it or okay to stand in your free will is when you were doing something bad, or when you were acting out, like sacred courage type thing, like sacred revenge. It's like you feel like when somebody does this to me, then I'm entitled to actually respond. Then I'm entitled to actually, like hit them back in this energy. But it feels like you're doing, the way you're standing, on your own 2 feet, I feel like it's something to be proud of. You've done so much. You've done a lot, my love. Like, you have to be proud of yourself too. Otherwise, what is all this for? It's going to get really hard if you don't start giving or congratulating yourself. That's why right now, Leo season, it's testing everybody, because Leos are great at that. Shit, I did that. Let me buy myself this. I did this. Let me get this. Somebody did this for me. Let me get them that. It's a very, like, giving energy. And if that energy is a strong wound for you and it's very hard for you to receive, the universe will be testing it right now. And not so much for you. Remember, tests are created to show you where you are in the scale. That's it. That is it. You're just supposed to see, okay, this is where I was wrong and this is where I'm right. It just teaches you and it corrects it. That's it. But right now, because it's also this season, we're all also going to have a hard time hearing that, because Leos are not the greatest with constructive criticism either. So things that we know we should do, a lot of it is like, I know, because you do know. You do know. All of this time, you've always known. And that's the part that sucks the most. That whatever you're giving up, whatever you're letting go of, you had faith, you had hope. But deep down, I feel like you always knew. Maybe not that this person was, I feel like for some of you, when it's relationship, I feel like this person they struggled. Maybe you guys started your relationship in a rocky place already. Or maybe this person was in a rocky place and you had to save them in some way. It just feels like all of a sudden, that's what I keep hearing. All of a sudden, I'm hearing that song, what is her name? I hate when this happens to me, when I can hear the song so loud in my head, but I can't remember what it's called. And I feel like if I play, it's very popular, so I feel like if I play it, they're gonna cancel. They're gonna not cancel, but shut down my video. But pretty much it goes like, you said it, what the fuck? You said you hated the ocean, but you're surfing now. I said I love you for life, but I just sold our house. We were kids at the start, I guess we're grown-ups now. Something about, I don't know. I think that's as far as I go. I can't remember it. I can't remember the rest. I know I like it though. Like it's right there. I can kind of hear it, but not really. But the energy is pretty much saying, like, take that deep breath I feel like there's a part of you that's going to know exactly when to jump. And you're going to do it when you're ready. The universe has actually been trying to teach you that. I want you to go back the last few months, and I want you to pay attention to every single time you felt like you needed to jump and you waited when the universe told you exactly when. And it paid off. Like, the energy paid off so much. I want you to go back in your mind. When did I feel like this? And when did I wait for the universe to actually tell me? And then it showed up when I was ready. And I want you to look at this like maybe something presented itself to you. Maybe you saw that your ex was with someone else, had a baby with someone else. There was some sort of, maybe something like got married. I don't know, whatever it was, whatever that trigger was for you that told you, okay, it's time to let go. Because it's different for everybody. Maybe for you, it was just that this person stood you up. But it kind of feels like the universe has been already showing you and guiding you what your intuition really feels like and how to follow it. And that you're doing an amazing job at, hold on, I just heard, you're doing an amazing job at fighting it, but you're fighting yourself when you do that too, my love. Sorry, give me 2 seconds. I'll pause it so that you guys. Okay, sorry. Really fast before I go, I was also getting another message, my love. Well, this might not apply to everyone, so maybe some of you are checking out here. So if you are, hello, goodbye. For some of you, my love, you are in this space. Oh, as soon as I started talking about this, my throat. You are struggling really hard to not compare yourself to maybe even just social media. Maybe something like that. There's a part of you that is looking to be first in something. And I feel like you just want to look for something that maybe you can call yours. But I want you to remember, my love, like, we never want to fall into that train, like that whole energy of I did this first, or they did this first, or now I can't do this because they did this first, or now I have to hold back my own abilities because they're doing this now. That's not the way that life works. It's not. And you're not responsible for anybody else or to keep anybody else's energy safe. I understand that you are a really strong empath, and it's hard not to have that energy to want to go in. But if somebody is genuinely standing in the right place and somebody knows their own place in the world, they're not going to look at you as competition. For example, there needs to be a bunch of different doctors because there's a bunch of different hospitals. There's a bunch of different doctors. We need that many nurses. We need that many doctors. We need that many, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, for a society to function, sometimes we need more of them. Like, it's not always, I feel like right now everyone is trying to fight or kind of fight their way into claiming something and grabbing on so hard to something. But I want you to be careful, because sometimes that also happens when we feel like we're trying to, don't get me wrong, there isn't anything wrong with going after something and like wanting to make it yours and being good at it. There isn't anything wrong with that. But there is something wrong when you're doing it in comparison to someone else and what someone else is going to think, what someone else is going to feel, what are they going to think from the outside. If you're driving your car and not picturing it from the inside and you're just picturing it from the outside and how other people are going to look at it, that's not going to make you happy. It's going to make you happy for a week tops. After that, you're going to go right back to looking for something else that's going to feel like that feeling. And you're going to look for people that look happy, and you're going to want to mimic whatever they do, because that's how, as humans, we are monkeys. I know we're in our highest forms, but we're still monkeys. We are still copying each other. That's just how it works. There's always going to be somebody that did it first. Pick something up and innovate it. Nobody can take away your own magic. And I feel like some of you, you're afraid of putting yourself out there because you're afraid that people are going to start to take from your magic. They can't. They can't. They can try. They can even try and say the words exactly like you. There's been videos out there that show where people actually try to like come back and innovate themselves in a completely different person, but that personality isn't even them, it's somebody else. But again, that's the way that we find our own personal happiness. If somebody gets lost in your own magic, that's not something that you can stop. You cannot do anything. They will find their way out. I promise. They always do. And sometimes their way out, after somebody has treated you like that for so long, sometimes their way out is to completely cut you off. Okay, so don't be surprised if people do end up completely ghosting you and dropping out after they try to take on your energy for a while, because there's always going to be people that are going to admire the way that it looks from the outside, but they don't know. Like, my favorite quote in the world is that one that says, nobody knows how much violence it took for me to be this gentle. Like, nobody knows. And that energy is like, it's so true. Because it's so true. Because it's like life beats the shit out of you. And when you actually learn and when you actually have grown from that, like, you do realize, like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to hurt other people like this. I don't want this. I don't want to be the cause of somebody else's pain. And that's the thing that allows you to be in your own peace. That is true peace. That I don't want to even think about somebody else hurting. That is true peace. When you're not worried about what someone else is doing. Because anytime you start to even move into the energy of praise, unfortunately, as like non-evolved humans, because look at the world. We were really as evolved as we think we are. Oh my god, we would have so many different things fixed, but this is bullshit. Like, we're clearly still stuck in something, right? And so this energy that is coming up right now, sometimes it's not even yours. It's in the spirit of competition of where the entire world is right now, and it's your job to protect your vessel and not let it in. Okay, it's your job. But you're supposed to still shine in your own light, and don't let anyone take away your magic just because other people are there. It doesn't matter. They don't matter. If they're gonna judge you, let them judge you from the sidelines. Let them judge you from the nosebleed seats while you're the one that's performing. Whatever. It doesn't. Wave at them. Say hello. Do the little, I like to always do the little rascals wave, the one that's under the chin. Wave at them. All right, I love y'all so much. Praise to the Most High for allowing me to be your messenger. Bye, my loves.